All right, Aquarius. Spirits, guides, and angels. Let's do a reading for Aquarius. Aquarius Collective. What is the energy for the Aquarius Collective? What are their messages for their highest good, for the good of everyone listening? If you are an Aquarius and you have Aquarius placements, you identify with the sign of Aquarius, you're watching for an Aquarius, or you just like the sign of Aquarius, you are welcome to this reading. Let's see. What is the message that Spirit wants to give to the Aquarians at the time that they're watching this video? What is the message for Aquarius? I see a common thread in so far like all of the signs. And it probably has to do with these eclipse cycles, but it's like things that are ending or things that need to be sort of like let go of, or like, right, like cycles that have just come to a natural conclusion and they just can't continue anymore. Like, honestly, look at, you guys got seeing beyond. It is what it is. The farther gate. Bold step forward. So that's good, Aquarius. I see that you are like ready to sort of like do whatever it takes to get you there, right? It's like deep quiet meditation and stillness. That's how you're gonna see beyond like what is in front of you. Like, don't get stuck. The Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. That's, I have not gotten this card yet out of this deck for anybody. That's awesome. So I do feel like, I mean, yes, there's always an element of timing with these, but we got Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. A couple of things with this. I mean, it is what it is. So clearly it's like getting beyond whatever may be troubling you in this particular moment. When we get the tarot out, we'll get into that message. But it's just really being bold and sort of like moving into that sunlight that right now is like, you're at this gate, right? You're at this first gate. And you're just entering into the scene, right? And you're just kind of looking around and you see this farther gate, right? And it's like, that is where the next step of the journey is, right? So there's just a little like distance between this gate and that gate. And you may have felt lost for a little while, and that's okay, right? Getting back to integrity. What could that be? You know, sometimes we go off on a tangent. Like, sometimes we take a detour down a back alley, you know, and it's like, we were curious and there's no right or wrong, right? So we went there and we explored it for a little bit. And, you know, we just kind of figured out that it didn't really resonate with us. It wasn't really like our best decision. We couldn't have necessarily known. I mean, there might have been some signposts along the way or some red flags or something that maybe like alluded you to the fact that like, this might not be for me, but I feel like that's okay. You learned whatever it was you were meant to learn with that situation or that circumstance, that person, like whatever. We'll get more information with the tarot, like specifically, right? But the good news is that the wheel is turning like it always does, right? Like, everything's in timing, and we all have like a script for our life here that we written in our pre-birth plan, you know, like how it is. Like, we come in and there are certain like plot points on the map, right? Is the way I see it. Like, there's certain plot points on the map, and like when you get to one, you know, you can explore right or left, or, you know, you can circle around backwards for a little while. Like, you know, it's free will. You do what you want. But then eventually we get to that next gate. We get to that next plot point. And that's where I feel like Aquarius, we find you today. We find you like coming out of this kind of like lost, like meandering place where you spent a little time, and you're like chalking it up to experience points. Like, it is what it is. Like, it didn't kill me, you know? It probably made me stronger. But the timing has come, right? The timing has come to get to the next plot point, to get to the next gate, to boldly leave behind sort of where you might have been that felt like you were lost or stuck, right? Or maybe it just felt like you spent too much time there. I feel like now, like, yeah, you're in a solitude space. Like, this reminds me of like the Hermit, right? Where, and I love that it's right underneath this, because look at how similar these cards are. And by the way, they're not even from the same deck. And look at how well they go together. It's seeing beyond any illusions. Like, you see it clearly now, right? Like, there's the still small voice inside, the gut instinct, let's say, right? That lets you know that, you know, it's time to cut the cord. It's time to pack up the bags. It's time to step on the train. It's time to get a move on. It's time to take a bold step forward. The timing is right for you to get back to your integrity, your right place in the world. Like, where you've been, you outgrew it, right? You don't belong there anymore. You see that. You see that now. Like, all the signs are pointing. Like, all the clues are there. You get it. Aquarius gets it, right? Like, let's get a move on. Vamonos, time to go. So, let's find out what this story is, Spirit. What is the story of Aquarius? What are they trying to see beyond? What are they trying to walk away from or to release? What are they kind of chalking up to experience, right? Like, it's all good. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Definitely, you're definitely running. You're running. You're like, I'm out. See you later. Page of Cups, right? I love this guy. He's looking up at this like, is it possible? Is it possible that this has happened? Because I feel like this is between people. Like, we've got people here. We've got a knight and a page, and I feel like there's two people who may have had some words with one another. Perhaps an argument. Knight of Swords can be sort of abrupt conversation. Page of Cups, you know, maybe somebody is sorry for it. Maybe there was immature communication. Somebody might have spoken too soon, or somebody might have spoken too harshly. I feel like, you know, it is what it is, but I think we're going to find more when we clarify that, like, those words can't be taken back. Like when we speak in haste, or we speak out of turn, or we speak harshly, we can't take back our words, you know? And sometimes the apology, sometimes it doesn't come at all, or a lot of times it just comes too late, or the timing. See, it's funny because we have this timing card. Sometimes a person doesn't take advantage of fortune's wheel to speak their mind when they had the chance, right? And sometimes the chance is lost, you know? So it's something like that, right? Magician. Um, on top of a bold step forward, right? So this is like gaining mastery, okay? Because I mean, there is a little learning going on there. Like, okay, well, I made a mistake, but I don't want to do that again. Now, Aquarius, it could be you, it could be somebody you're dealing with. I don't know. Um, you know, and the thing with the magician is, it's like on the path to becoming the magician. um, Sometimes our science experiments blow up in our face. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we overstep our boundaries, bold step forward. Like, sometimes we get too big for our britches. And so, like, maybe, uh, maybe somebody misused their magician skills, right? Like, maybe they spoke words, because the magician is all about communication, and it's definitely about swords and using words. And I feel like somebody screwed up. I was gonna say that in a different way. Somebody, maybe they overstepped their boundaries. They misspoke. They manipulated the situation. Maybe they, you know, when we use our words, that is like equivalent to casting spells. Like, maybe the spells that were cast with these words, initially, Aquarius, like, you might have felt like really hurt by that, or you may have hurt somebody. I don't know, like, put it where it goes, right? But like then there's gratitude, right? It's like, but had this not gone this way, then I wouldn't have seen, like, in other words, it's a catalyst. Sometimes, like, mishaps or misfortune with in relationships to others, be them lovers, friends, kids, parents, jobs, bosses, whomever, doesn't matter. Like, when it happens, it's not nice, it's uncomfortable, it's, like, fighting with people sucks, it's all that. But, like, sometimes it's a catalyst, and the magician is a catalyst, right? Like, well, thank God in hindsight, like, sometimes that did happen, or that person really did step out and do something effed up, right? Like, you know, because if they hadn't, I would have spent more time circling around and around and around and wasting my time, right? So, like, sometimes we just have to be thankful, Um, it's as hard as it is to see it from that perspective, like, um, so deep, quiet meditation and stillness. 5 of Wands. I mean, there's something has to change. I mean, you can't stay around conflict. I mean, even if it's just inner conflict, right? Like, you may be conflicted, you know, Aquarius, you may be conflicted about this. But it's probably better off, there's a change needed in the scenery here. Like something has to move, um we'll get more when we clarify that 5 of Wands. And Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Again, I feel like there is a component of, like, as unhappy as the situation seems to be, I think you do actually see how it's fortunate, though. Like, right? Like, I feel like afterwards, upon second glance, yeah, I mean, there's strength, right? Because you're wearing your heart, okay? I mean, look at the strength comes through being gentle, okay? The strength comes through, I think, the compassion, right? Like, I think that there's a way to not be, like, just stuck in anger or resentment or mad or be mad or whatever. I think that the strength comes through the resiliency of, like, again, seeing the situation from another point of view. Like, having compassion, having, still being, it's like you don't love the behavior, but you love the person. It's kind of like that, right? Like, I mean, it's effed up. Like, there's something that went down, right? And it's done. Well, isn't it? Didn't we get the card? It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You can't go back. Like, cat's out of the bag. Somebody messed up. And I feel like Aquarius, you're holding back. Like, you know what, you'll be the strong one for all the parties involved, whether it's you and another person or you and a group of people. It makes no difference. Aquarius has the ability to take one for the team. You know what, I'll take the high road, says Aquarius. I'll take the high road. I'll be the bigger person. You want to be immature. I mean, that's fine. And sometimes, if it's like with younger people and kids, teenagers, young adults, I mean, sometimes, to be fair, they're learning, like, right? I mean, if it's a younger person, I mean, you kind of give them a little latitude. You know what? I'll be the bigger person. I'll take one for the team. You know what? I'm going to put the wands down. I'm going to put the swords down. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you and I continue on a path forward. I mean, it might just be the case that, we take a pause and, like, maybe we take a break, and, like, maybe that break is for a little while. Maybe that break is forever. Like, I don't know. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like somebody is, like, deciding that, I'm not going to be in low vibrational energy. Like, I can't just stay there. Like, it feels gross. Seven of Cups. There's options. I mean, I can take this to a whole nother level. I can fight fire with fire. I can spit fire at you. I can meet you in that vibration, or I can meet you in a different vibration. I mean, there's choices here. But, the star, right? I feel like Aquarius, because here you are, Aquarius, the star, like, you understand your connection, right? Like, you see it. I mean, you see it for what it is, right? Like, you don't need to play in that field, like that. It feels gross, right? Like, I think I'm going to make a different decision. I think I'm going to make the decision that brings me back into my own integrity and keeps my connection intact, right? Like, something like that. Let's get some clarification on the story, okay? So Spirit, like, what is this Knight of Swords in this story? Like, what is going on here with this Knight of Swords in Aquarius's reading? Let's take a look-see here. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I mean, did somebody do something deceptive? Yes, there's deception. There is. Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords into the Eight of Swords. I mean, all words, all, throwing daggers. Like, but remember, the first card out was Seeing Beyond. Like, Aquarius, like, come on. You got the High Priestess, right? Like, you see this for what it is, right? Like, I feel like Aquarius, like, you're dealing with somebody who, just might not have they might be a few crayons, like, shy of a, right? Like, what's the saying? A few cards shy of a full deck, like a few tools, like, whatever. There ain't something right with this this person. I feel like you're probably dealing with a person, right? Could be a group of people still, because we see a group of people there. Because it could be at work, right? It could be at home. It could be, at school. It could be the person you're dating, like, for crying out loud. I don't know. But you see, come on. You see what this is. And, somebody might have been playing with your emotions, okay? That might be playing mind games with you, withholding information from you, definitely, or just out and out being deceptive and lying about something. I mean, it could be something large, it could be something really small, but I mean, like, the high priestess sees what's going on there, okay? So, you're just like, hey, it is what it is. It is, there's some sort of like low level emotion. See, there's an Ace of Cups. I feel like this is somebody who you have love for on some level, who probably also has love for you on some level, right? So this is probably, I mean, this is not somebody who you hate or anything. This is like somebody who abused their position, I will say that. Somebody abused their, betrayed trust, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Hanged Man and the Nine of Coins. So, why the Hanged Man? Hold on before I speak. Why the Hanged Man? Why the Hanged Man? Ace of Cups again. Ace of Cups again. Yeah, see, this is somebody who you got a history with, who you have a lot of love for, and there's the High Priestess even again. Yeah. But even so, I kind of feel like, Six of Cups, soulmate energy, Ace of Cups, lovers, Page of Cups. I just think that because the Hangman, and it did come out twice, the Ace of Cups came out twice. I think somebody here has done some reevaluation on, the time has arrived for this relationship to end. Okay. It is done. We've seen the Nine of Coins. Somebody is going off on their merry way into a more fruitful position where they can, regain their authority over their own life, right? So even though, sometimes we meet up in these relationships under all kinds of different circumstances. Again, like, just because it's the Ace of Cups, Six of Cups doesn't mean it's a lover, but of course it can be, right? I mean, it can be any relationship at all. So just take it where it fits, but it's done. Nine of Coins, Hanged Man. It is what it is. It was a nice ride, right? It was great while it lasted, but somebody really effed up here. There was a lot of deception, which caused a lot of chaos in the environment. Magician, Spirit, let's talk about the Magician. It's time to create a new set of circumstances, a new reality, Aquarius. Yeah, Queen of Cups, right? Like, so some of you may be like getting into a different like home environment for yourselves. Knight of Coins could be that you need to set yourself off on a different path to get yourself into a stable like abundance, for sure. So some of you may have to move from a job, move from a home, move from a partnership, in order to set yourself onto this new path. But I just feel like the message from spirit is like, you're ready to take that step forward. Like, you see that there's no going back, right? Like, you see that there's no going back. Like, in order for you to have peace in your life and to have security in your life, Queen of Swords, you're just gonna have to do the rational, logical thing and cut out what needs to be cut out. You can look back with fond memories, right? Like, you can look back at the situation, at this relationship, this person, this circumstance. You can look back at it and you can remember all of the beautiful, innocent times. You can remember all of the lovely interactions, the fun times, the good conversations. But those times have come to an end. And that's okay. That's okay. Five of Wands over meditation and stillness. Your peace is what is at stake, Aquarius. You can't continue to allow your peace to be robbed from you. You can't allow somebody else in your environment to behave in a manner that is not right. You know, like, Five of Wands, spirit, like, yeah, Queen of Wands. I mean, I'll be honest, Five of Cups and the Page of Wands, this can be a lot of things. It's disappointing. It is. I do see cheating here. I do see, like, somebody might have, there could be infidelity, right? Like, there could be, like, somebody couldn't keep it in their pants type of an energy here. And it's super disappointing. I mean, it's betrayal. Like, come on. Somebody chose somebody else over somebody, right? Like, let's put it that way. Aquarius, put it where it fits for you. And this could be at a job, you know, somebody else, like, stole an idea from somebody at work and, like, got the credit for it. Like, somebody else, like, entered into a third party situation. Somebody else, I don't know, like, chose somebody over you, or you chose somebody over somebody. Like, somebody chose somebody over somebody, whatever, but there's hurt feelings is all I'm trying to say. And it's immature. Like, it was a passionate, like, immature, like, really low vibrational is all I keep hearing in through this whole thread, is like, just like, somebody, Aquarius, is like low vibe. Like, that's just what they're behaving out of. Like, it's not a judgment, like, oh, they're so low vibrational. Like, their behavior, whatever it is, whoever this person is acting in a way that is not congruent with your expectations. And you cannot allow this person to continue to be party, to your energy. You can't have them in your energy. You can't, you cannot move forward with them. And I do feel like that this is somebody who you were, like, here in a soulmate connection with to learn this specific thing, whatever this is, it's happening. Like, strength. I do think it's making you stronger, though. I do see, Page of Coins. Like, I do see you, like, willing and ready to move on, right? The time is now for you to gather up your strength to learn how to manifest the next thing, the next gate, the next plot point. Like, you're in the process of gathering up all your stuff and making the plan, right? Four of Cups, yeah, definitely. Like, it's depressing. Like, it's sad. It is. Like, you're, there's a little period of like, well, I don't know exactly where I'm going, because like I said, you're in between the two gates, right? So you're going to have to kind of keep your eyes open for it. But, Page of Cups, underneath the Page of Cups, and here it's a princess, that's fine. There will be a new cup. There will be a new cup. It's a starting over energy, 2 pages. It's a starting over energy. Like it's okay. There are options in front of you, It's all right. It's sad. I get it. There's going to be some anxiety. There's going to be some sleepless nights. You may feel a way about this for a minute. Like, it's right. It's okay. When people disappoint us, it's sad. Like, you have to feel the feelings, right? Like, you do have to acknowledge the feelings. Like, don't bury them. Like, acknowledge them. Sure. Even with the broader knowing that something better is on its way, like something is coming in timing, like in the right timing, it's imminently coming. But, part of the process is healing the mind. It's like somebody screwed you over. I get it. I mean, Knight of Cups. There is going to be a new cup that comes in. There is going to be a new offer. It's going to be lovely. You're going to love it. Look at Judgment and the Star. Beautiful way to sort of end the tarot message. Okay? There you are again, Aquarius. Spirit is guiding you. This is all meant to be unfolding just how it's unfolding. Believe it or not, there is an element of destiny here. This was all for your learning. This was all for your experience. This was all to write your book, It is what it is. It's done and it's over with. You're moving on, okay, to greener pastures, and there will be greener pastures. And for right now, there's a process of just kind of like releasing it, And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil. The Devil and the 3 of Wands. So if that's any indication of what happened here, we did have the 7 of Swords right at the beginning. And we did have a getting back to integrity card here at the end. So I feel like somebody probably put you in a really, really painful separation. So I'm sorry. Aquarius, that's what it looks like happened. So let's go ahead and let's get some, like, what Spirit, show us like what's going to be the outcome of this Judgment and Star. Like, what's going to be the outcome of the situation for Aquarius? Let's just get like a few cards for what happens next. Okay, what happens next? Right? Let's see what's going to go on and happen next for Aquarius. Yeah, 3 of Wands, recognition and reward. So you will be rewarded. Your guides are going to protect you and to guide you and to get you from this gate to that gate. You will be rewarded for your strength in this situation, right? And for keeping above, right? Above that vibration, keeping above, the line of integrity, right? Allow things to unfold how they're going to unfold. You're going to be rewarded. Yes. There's conflict and defeat. That's okay. We've already established that is the case. Just acknowledge that this was one for the books. It was just something you needed to go through, that there's something larger at play here, and you're moving on. Okay, and one more for Aquarius for what comes next. Yeah, and another 5, obstacles and challenges. So you're going to be recognized and rewarded for this 5-5, for this change, right? For this transition, for, again, making your way through this, okay, allow everything to fall where it's going to fall, Aquarius, because there's something else that's coming for you. The time has arrived, right? Where you just know that there's no more going back to whatever this is. It's done, and it's done. Okay, and we're going to get some guidance from Archangel Metatron. Archangel Metatron, what would you like to give for the Aquarians, for the Aquarius Collective? What is your guidance for the Aquarius Collective? Okay, whoa. It flew out. Okay, the first one that came out is Warrior of Light. Okay, that's the truth. Okay, that's your sword of truth. You're under no more illusions. You see things clearly for the truth of what they are. And you know exactly what it is that you need to do next. And that is to cut out any energy that would serve to hold you back any further. The time is now. There's no more delays. Just go ahead and do it. Next, we'll do the boundaries card. Set them daily, right? So don't allow anybody to try to come back around and try to like gaslight you or convince you otherwise that, oh, it wasn't like that or whatever. Like, no, Aquarius, like your intuition is speaking to you loud and clear. You know what the truth of the situation is. And like I said, it's one for the books. Like, you learned your lesson. Like, next time you're going to be wiser. You're going to set boundaries. You're going to make sure that you don't just let anybody in who doesn't deserve to be in. You're gonna check and check twice, right? All that kind of stuff. You live, you learn. It's that. And then lastly, we had Akashic Records, evaluation and review. Look at your angels and your guides are surrounding you right now. Like I just said to you like multiple times, this is one for the books. Okay, this is one for the books. You can add it to your life lessons book. You successfully navigated your way through it. You came out stronger for it. You came out on top, and hopefully with your heart intact. Okay, so it's time to just go ahead and move on. Know that you're being guided and protected. You had the star twice in this reading, Aquarius, and you are the star. This is your connection to the divine. Okay, you're being divinely guided in this. So don't spend any more time worrying about it. Process it, alchemize it, allow it to settle in, and then wipe your tears and buckle up, because Spirit has something in the works for you. A change is on the horizon. So good luck, Aquarius. That was your reading. I hope it helped somebody out there. If it did, give my video a like. I would love that. And I will see you guys